I am, babe. Hey, Facebook, what's going on, you guys? Come on in, come on in. I'm shining, 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 shining. Yeah. I'm shining this morning. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Great morning, great morning. Hey, April, how are you, gorgeous? Good to see you, good to see you. Y'all, listen. I done fooled around in my coffee. It ain't even hot no more. Thank you, baby, for sharing. I'm drinking lukewarm coffee, y'all. Don't judge me. Thank you for sharing, baby. April said, out for my walk. Hey, Corey. Hey, Ruth. How are you? Y'all, I have something to share with y'all. I'm really, really disappointed in me, right? Thank you, April, for sharing. Hey, Mike. How you doing? So y'all, I'm really disappointed in me. Thank you, April. Corey listen, I'm discombobulated. Hold on. Y'all hold on 1 second. Let me do something real quick. Listen. Hey, Diane, how are you? Hey, Christina, good morning, good morning, good morning. So y'all, I'm disappointed in me. Now listen. I believe in giving self-grace and compassion and all of that. But I'm really disappointed in me. Y'all, last night, I went to bed. And I actually went to bed pretty early for me, right? And I did not take my dreaming. And I woke up 3 different times, okay? Hold on, this is all connected. I woke up 3 different times, right? And my husband and I were both awake, and we would be talking to each other, and then it would be like we were in a time warp, and then we wake up again, and it would be an hour and a half later, and then we go back to sleep, and then so my sleep was not good. So I woke up, and I'm discombobulated, moving slow, didn't have good sleep, and I'm just like, why did I do that to myself? I'm so disappointed in me. All I had to do was take my dreaming. I could have had some good sleep, and I could have got up this morning refreshed. No, I didn't do that. Listen, so now for sure and for certain, I got to hurry up and take my shot, because what in the world? Y'all, that, I said, no, I'm good. I won't be doing that again. I had forgotten. I'd gotten so comfortable getting good sleep. I had forgotten what my normal sleep was like. Waking up multiple times in the middle of the night. Listen, I don't have time for it. I do not have time. Let me take my shot. Babe, you coming in and get your shot? Listen, I need every bit of this alive, okay, this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and do my sprays this morning while I'm on here with y'all, because, look, I didn't sleep well. I'm devastated about that. Woo! Listen, you all, when you find stuff that works, that helps get your life regulated, honey, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Baby, your shot is ready. Don't do it to yourself. Don't even. You already alive. Can't let it go to waste. Okay, now let me talk to y'all about this topic. Don't forget who you are. Look, the reality is in life, sometimes things happen that have you in a place where you forget who you are. You forget who you are. You forget the things that you've done. You forget the things that you conquered. You forget. Don't forget who you are. I have been reminded so much lately. Listen, y'all, I'm in a space where I remember, y'all, I remember being so excited about something, like wanting everybody to know, knowing that it can change people's lives and just being determined to let people know that, right? And just helping people. And, you know, I remember that. I remember what it was like to have a massive goal and to be going for the goal and to be going for the goal with other people. I remember what it was like to put together things that would help people to achieve their goal and to accomplish their goal, to make it a little easier, to help people understand what they needed to do in order to reach their goals. I remember. And listen, I in remembering who I am, I find myself with another level of excitement and joy, another level, and to be able to do that with my husband, like I've always wanted that. Like I've always wanted that, and now I'm living it. Listen, I don't want you to forget who you are, because when you forget who you are, you will accept less than you deserve. When you forget who you are, you will allow people to mishandle you. When you forget who you are, you will not walk in the expectation that God has called you to walk in. You'll think that that's for other people. You'll think that can't happen for me. You'll think that I can't do that. You'll think that I can't go there. Listen, I don't want you to forget who you are. And if you've forgotten who you are, I need you to snap back and remember who you are. You got to remember who you are. Do you know why you got to remember who you are? You got to show somebody else what it's like to walk in who you are, even when others would attempt to say, that's not you, or you're not that, or you can't this, or remember in the past, da 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 da, remember last time, da 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 da. Listen, you got to take authority of your own life, because God has given you that authority. How dare you forget who you are and stay in a place of just barely enough, or not enough, or like I don't even know if I can, angel number 111, get to the place of enough. Listen, you've got to remember who you are. Our entire life journey is about us remembering who God created us to be. We spend our whole life trying to get back to that identity that he gave us when we were in the womb. Trying to get back there. You see, contrary to popular belief, when we came out, we knew we were the it. We knew that we were the boss. We knew that everyone around us needed to come to what we needed, right? You know how babies do. Babies want something to eat, and they cry, and everybody runs to get that baby that bottle. That baby's wet or has a dirty diaper. The baby, everybody trying to go change the diaper. Listen, now I'm not saying that we're supposed to be like a baby and throw tantrums, but what I am saying is that baby doesn't doubt that its needs are going to be met. And then life happens. And you start questioning whether or not God will meet your needs. You start questioning whether or not you are enough. You start questioning. You forget who you are. You forget the God that you are, that God resides inside of you, that the Spirit of God moves you. You forget. You forget. And now you've allowed life to trick you into believing that you're someone that you're not, into accepting a false identity and not walking in the truth of who you are. Don't forget who you are. I don't care what's happened in the past. I don't care what didn't work. Do not forget your value. You know, hey Roz, how are you? Yes, girl. I I was in a leadership meeting last night, and um we were talking, and there's some things that I've been reminded of about me that have been activated. And I found myself in a place where I have been doing some things that I haven't done in a long time, and doing them with great joy and anticipation. Angel number 111. And listen, because I want y'all to catch this. Because when you know who you are and you know what God has said about you, then you can move the way you need to move confidently. So we were talking about resetting your vision based on where you are now. Now listen, y'all, we just did the vision setting workshop, and that's what I said. You know, you may have to reset your vision. Why would you have to reset your vision? Because you're not in the same place today that you were at the beginning of the year or the end of the year. Why would you have to reset your vision? Because maybe God is giving you some new clarity. And literally, when April did her vision board, she was like, Dr. V, oh my God, it's so clear to me. Absolutely. Do you know why it's clear? Because the you that you are today is not the you that you were then. All of a sudden now you're seeing the world a little differently, not because the world has changed, but because you have changed. Do you not know that you have been going through an evolution, that you have been literally shifting and growing and developing and remembering who you are, so that when you remember who you are, then the way you move begins to change. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Hey, Eveline, good to see you. Angel number 122. Who you are begins to change. But this is why we were talking about it. We were talking about keeping the vision before you. There's something about having the vision before you, looking upon the vision and seeing yourself, feel the emotions associated with the vision becoming reality. There are things that are on my screensaver on my iPad that I literally have seen come to be, right? There's a picture on that screensaver, which is from my vision board, right? I created actually 3 vision boards, and this is from 2021, I think it's 21. But there are some images on there that I look at and I'm like, oh yeah, that's us. There's an image of a woman being able to lean back into this man, and he's, behind her, got his arms around her waist. And one of the reasons that I put that image on there was I said, I want a man that I know has my back and I can lean into. Literally, one of my favorite pictures of my husband and I is from our wedding when we were getting ready to cut the cake, or we had just cut the cake, and I'm leaning back into him. Now, at that time, I'm not thinking about the vision board. I'm not thinking about the images I put on the vision board. All I know is that I'm embracing that moment. But that moment was a reflection of a vision that I had already had in 2021. I believe that the vision board that I did in 2021, more of those things are getting ready to manifest. But there are some things that I'm no longer doing that now I've got to reset my vision board. There's some things that God is using that now I've got to reset my vision. I've got to reset the vision so that I can keep the current vision before me, so that I can manifest that vision. I can bring it to fruition. Why? Why will I be able to bring it into fruition? Because what we do is what we focus on, we bring towards us. If we focus on someone cheating, are we going to bring that towards us too, right? If we focus on disappointment, we're going to bring that to us too. If we focus on joy, we're going to bring more of that. If we focus on whatever we focus on, whatever we visualize with great emotion attached to it, we bring to our lives. So what I've learned to do is shift my focus. Angel number 122. Shift my focus to what I want instead of what I don't want. We spend a lot of time focusing on what we don't want. I don't want nobody that's going to da-da-da-da-da. And ain't nobody going to do me like da-da-da-da-da. And I wish that would da-da-da-da-da. Listen, we focus on that stuff with great energy and great intensity. Greater intensity than the things that we desire in our life. And then what happens is those things manifest in our life, and we're trying to figure out, why is this happening to me? Because you have willed it into existence. We have the creative power that God has. When God said, let there be light, there had to be light because he spoke it. If the breath of God has been breathed into our very existence, then the words that we speak also breathe into existence something. That's why life and death are in the power of the tongue. Angel number 133. What we speak, we get. What we believe, we have. We've got to understand that we've got to shift our thoughts and our words so that we can align them together so they're not in battle with one another. And we out here feeling bipolar, schizophrenic, because we saying we believe one thing, speaking another thing, and have another thing that's in our heart. We're all discombobulated. But when we get in alignment, a divine alignment, where what's in our heart matches what's in our head, matches what comes out of our mouth, and all of it is in alignment with the will of God, how can it be anything but that? So once you are in alignment, then what you do is you manifest into your life what you have need of. I'll give you an example. The CEO of our company is coming to Panama City July the 28th. If you're anywhere in the vicinity, if you can get here, you're going to want to be there. It's a Friday night. This man of God is going to talk about how he brought his vision into reality. Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be incredible. 40-year-old black man, multimillionaire. Listen, with a heart for impacting the lives of 1 billion people. Now, people would look at that and say, well, that's unrealistic. It's only unrealistic if you don't believe that you can impact other people to impact people. See, because that's the whole key. Now, check this out. We needed a venue. We needed a venue. Now, me in my current financial state, I'm looking, I'm like, well, babe, I don't know how we going to do this. But I know God opened this door for us, so we're going to do it, right? So I said, well, babe, what do you think about the community center? He said, well, the community center is this amount of money, but you get half of it back. That's a deposit. And I'm like, okay. But I'm thinking about the atmosphere that I want created. And I'm like, I don't know if that's going to give the atmosphere. I don't know if that's going to give the atmosphere that we really want. I don't know. I said, I don't know. So we were talking about hotels, and he started looking at some hotels and stuff and made some calls. And then our business partner and my sister, Dr. Sam, she and I were talking, and we were talking about venues, and she was mentioning some stuff. And then she said, well, what about the Holiday Inn? Now, immediately when you think about the Holiday Inn, you'd be like, I don't know about that, right? So she said, but the pictures don't look like a Holiday Inn. So I go and I look at their meeting rooms, and I want y'all to listen to this, because it is very important to pay attention to when God is giving you signs, that you move on the sign and not your wallet, your bank account, or what you right now have, right? Listen, so I said, okay. So I look at the ballrooms, right? Why is the ballroom the diamond ballroom? Well, I need you to understand our goal is diamond. No, let me change that. We will be diamonds in this company the end of August. By August 31st, 2023, I am so happy and grateful that we are diamonds by August the 31st, 2023. Okay. So I'm like, wow, they got the diamond ballroom. But check this out. It did not stop there. And I know God is not a God of coincidence, right? It has also, the room when it's broken down into 3 sections. One section is the emerald room. Another section is the sapphire room. And the other section is the ruby room. Check this out. Our declaration for this month is I am so happy and grateful now that I am a sapphire by July 31st, 2023. Does it not make sense that God would put us in that room when emerald, sapphire, ruby, and diamond are all ranks in this company? Does it not make sense that God would lay out the plan for us to be in a place? So yesterday I went to the place. I went to the place to reserve the room, see what it was. Like, it was saying that one section was $400. I said, well, Lord, listen, this one section needs to work for us, honey. It needs to work for us, okay? So I get there, and my declaration was, it's going to be somebody black. We're going to work with somebody black, and they're going to work with us, and favor is going to go ahead of us. So I get there, and they give me the card, right? This is the card. It says, I ain't going to say a name, but it was clearly a black name. I said, okay, God. So she comes out. Young lady is just absolutely amazing, just incredible. Right, Roz? Yes, Evelyn. I know that's exactly what I said. Roz was like, wow, like, this is it, right? So we go into the spaces, and we're talking, and she said, well, for that many people, you're gonna need the whole room, like the whole ballroom. And I said, okay, well, how much is that? How about we get the whole ballroom? 1, 2, 3. Emerald, sapphire, ruby. The whole diamond ballroom for $500. The whole ballroom. And when I tell you they've renovated that Holiday Inn, they finished renovations like in October. It looks like it is new. Beautiful space, excellent picture taking opportunities. Angel number 144. When I tell you, it gives me the atmosphere. When I tell you they've got a place where the chef can do, custom. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all something. Listen to me. When I tell you that God went ahead of me and orchestrated that thing, you got to understand that God is working on your behalf. So do you not know that that was my confirmation of sapphire by the end of July, diamond by the end of August? Listen, you got to understand, angel number 155. I hope y'all catching this, that God is moving when you understand who you are and you get in alignment. Your head, your heart, and your mouth are in alignment with God's will for your life. Stop trying to pick the vehicle that he's going to use to get you to your destination. It just is one confirmation after another confirmation after another confirmation. You've got to understand that there's a place that God is trying to get you, and he's going to get you there, but it's not going to look like the way you think it's going to look. And it's not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So you got to do what my husband said and wait, I say, on the Lord, and watch what he'll do. He'll give you a supernatural acceleration on what he's doing in your life. So do you know what I know? I know that I am alive, and I am designed to help other people to be alive, not just live. Not just live. We're walking around here living, but we ain't alive. We're walking around here and we're living life. We just barely getting by. We surviving, but we're not walking in the fullness of what God has called us to. But I declare and decree, every time I drink a shot of alive, that I am more alive than I was before, that I'm more alive than I was yesterday, and I'm going to impact the lives of others. You know why I can't miss out on taking my dreaming? I got to keep dreaming. I got to keep dreaming. I got to allow myself to rest so deeply in God that he can restore my dreams, that he can renew my confidence, that he can rebuild me. And those things that are broken and out of alignment can be repaired even as I dream. We're scared to dream. We don't want to go to sleep. We're afraid we body and soul. Angel number 155. When I tell you that the prophetic declarations of these products make me have to take them, because every time I take them, I'm declaring something about me, my life, my existence. I gotta have my vision. I gotta have my vision. God, give me my vision back. Give me 2020 vision. Let me see clearly into the future what you have for me. I want to be able to see. I want to be able to see, God. I want to be able to, listen, I'm empowered. Listen, I'm empowered to get the destiny, the life that God has promised me. Y'all, listen, I am be fit. I will be fit. I will be fit. Listen, y'all, listen, all I can tell you is all signs point to us being exactly where we are. And I'm watching God fulfill the desires of my heart. I know some people have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to network marketing and multi-level marketing, but I understand that the greatest network marketer was Jesus Christ himself. Jesus Christ. Well, Dr. V, why would you say Jesus was a network marketer? Listen, he understood that the work that he had to do, he could not do it alone. He had to have 12. And when he sent those 12 out, he sent them out by twos. You understand what I'm telling you? He knew he couldn't reach everybody. He knew he couldn't go everywhere. And he knew that he had to duplicate himself in them. He had to give them what they needed so they could walk in the fullness of who they were created to be, so that they could impact the lives of others. And guess what? All of these years later, all of these centuries later, the words of Jesus Christ are still yet impacting people, but would not have been able to had he not had those 12 there to document, to share, to be able to see, to believe, and then to share with other people. We got it twisted. We got it twisted. We got it twisted. We look at network marketing and say, oh, that's a pyramid. The biggest pyramid that you've ever been a part of is your job, because you can never go beyond the CEO. You can never go beyond the president. You can never go beyond that. You can only get so far, and then you're stuck. So we look at a system that we don't understand, or we've had bad experiences with, and we throw the system away. The problem was not the system. The problem was those who were running the system. The system works, has produced and produces the most millionaires of any industry in the world. Any industry, NBA, NFL, Hollywood, it produces more millionaires than any of them, with people having to spend the least amount of money to have a chance. You know why I love network marketing so much? It gives the average person an opportunity to build wealth. Now, will everybody get wealthy? No, they will not. Is it a get-rich-quick scheme? No, it is not. But if you believe in what you have and you believe in the leadership, and that for me has been the biggest thing is, sometimes leadership be a little shaky, and I can't operate with shaky leadership. I got to walk away. But when you got solid leadership, leaning on God, oh, you think I'm not all in? I'm definitely all in, especially when the products work and are changing people's lives. It's so amazing to me, because sometimes what people will say is, well, I don't know, I can't take that if it's gonna drop my levels because of my medicine. Listen, y'all, listen. My goal is not to have to take medicine. My goal is for things to naturally change what needs to be changed in my body, so I do not have to take medication. Like that's my goal, but that's my goal. That's not everybody's goal. See, one of the things that happens when you've dealt with sickness, when you've almost died, when you've had surgeries and stuff, listen, I'm just talking from personal experience. Listen, you can get worried about not living. Y'all, I don't want to be afraid of living. And I don't want to be afraid of living the life that God has called me to live. When God told me you will make millionaires, I believe him. I believe him. And if I make millionaires, then guess what? That pushes me to billionaire. I want everyone to win. And so many times we have this calling on our life for wealth, but we're not sure where it's going to come from. Or we have these dreams, but we don't know how we're going to fund them. If nothing else, what I've learned is God will give you something that you can use to fund your dream. When I had my school, my job funded my dream. My job helped pay for the school. I used network marketing to help pay for the school. Listen, I just know this. This is what I know. That you can't forget who you are. I've always seen myself on the big stage. I've always seen myself a major leader in network marketing because, listen, I wish I could, but I can't coach everybody individually. But what I can do is coach and inspire people who are a part of my team, right? There are some inherent benefits from being connected to me in that way. And it means that you get access to some things that people would normally have to pay for. So do you think that I want my team not to know how to have vision, or not to know how to move forward, or not to know how to operate? Listen, no, I want them to. So that means that I'm going to help them develop themselves to be who they were created to be. Not to develop them to become who I want them to be, but to develop them to be who they were created by God to be. That they might fulfill their God-given destiny. Because at the end of the day, it's about destiny. And what I understand now more than ever is that my destiny includes this vehicle. Because it is simply a vehicle. It is a vehicle to get us to a place. I was talking to my brother on the phone, and my brother's like, yeah, because, I plan on being a millionaire in 5 years. And I'm looking, and my husband looking, and we like, oh, no, bro. We plan on being a millionaire in a year. What are you talking about, 5 years? No. Angel number 166. There is a wealth anointing that has been activated. And this anointing is going to require you to evolve. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to grow so that you can remember who you are, who God created you to be. You can remember that. It can be activated again in your life. You're not going to get there. The fearful you, the skeptical you, the super religious without power you. This is going to require an entire overhaul so that you can remove those things that have held you back, that have you trapped inside of lies. It would be different if it was the truth, but we're talking about trapped inside of lies. Trapped inside of lies. Can't break out so that you can break through. I told my students this, so what I say about network marketing is it's personal development with the compensation plan, that we're able to grow personally. Like, it helps you to, angel number 177, I'm gonna look that up. It helps you to grow personally, and it pays you to grow. I told my students, I'm teaching stress reduction and relaxation. And my students have gone through a lot. A lot of them had really high stress event scores, right? I'm talking about, they say that when your score is above 300, you can expect illness, right? You can expect to get sick if your score is over 300. I got students with scores that are 1,100 and more. Like, I don't even know if I really saw some scores that low. I might have seen one that was like 3 something, but their scores were high scores, like 1,800 and 1,700, 1,600, 1,500, 1,100. Like they should be really sick, chronically ill, right? And I was telling them, I said, listen, because in the class, they have to do these exercises. The exercises are all designed to help them implement things to reduce stress in their life. So literally, they're getting a grade to go through personal growth and development and create a plan for their life and how to deal with stress. We are dealing with anger inoculation. We're dealing with assertiveness. We're dealing with all of these things that are going to help them to more effectively navigate life, but they get a grade for doing it. Huh? They get a grade. To develop a plan for their life, to become more adept at how to deal with stress, how to face stress. And we know stress kills. Stress kills. But they're getting a grade to do the work on them. They had a gratitude exercise that they had to do. Tell what you're grateful for today. And we had to look at the research. They had to look at the research. They got to support it with research. Research shows that people who operate in gratitude tend to be healthier and happier. Which is why I tell y'all, listen to me. So I tell y'all, in every problem, in every situation, everything that happens in your life, there are gifts. You've got to find the gift so that you can be grateful for the gifts and not focus on the quote unquote negative. Because whatever you focus on is what grows. You've got to create new neural pathways so that when things happen, you don't automatically go to the negative. But instead, you automatically look for the gifts with an S in the situation. Because there are always gifts. The problem is we're so busy looking at the negative and giving credit and power to the negative that we never get to the gifts. So the gifts lie there in the situation, never get picked up, never get opened, and never get used. You gotta remember who you are. And don't forget it. You are blessed and highly favored. You are the apple of God's eye. You are the head and not the tail, above only and not beneath, the lender and not the borrower. You got to understand who you are. You got to understand who you are. The problem is, though, for many of us, it's not a matter of remembering. It's not even a matter of forgetting. It's that you don't know who you are. And when you don't know who you are, you will allow your situations and circumstances and other people to tell you who you are. One of the things that people struggle with me sometimes, people who don't know who they are, okay? One of the things that bothers them about me is you can't shake my identity. Oh, there was a time when my identity could be shaken. There was a time when I wondered if I really am that person. Is this really who I am? Like, I don't know, but I know who I am. I know who I am. I know the calling on my life. I know what I'm called to do. And I know that I have been chosen by God to do certain things. So I'm going to do what God has called me to do, the way God has called me to do it. See, this is why I don't get caught up in titles and money and positions and all of that. I can't afford to. I'm called to prophesy into the lives of those people. If I'm concerned about how those people are going to view me, how they're going to treat me, whether or not they're going to receive it or not, I'm not going to tell them what God says with the boldness that he needs me to tell them with. You understand what I'm telling you? It's one of the reasons nobody prophesies. People don't like prophesying to prophets. People don't like prophesying to prophets because they say, oh, was there a prophet? What if I'm wrong? Da, 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 da. If God gives me a word for a prophet, I don't care who the prophet is. I don't care how popular they are, how famous they are. I'm going to tell them what God said to say, okay? And I'm going to tell them because I know it ain't coming from me. It ain't coming from me. See, you worry when it's coming from you. If it's coming from God, you don't have a reason to worry. What if I'm wrong? I remember thinking this. See, when you're a prophet, you have all these thoughts that go through your head that are designed to prevent you, because they're lies, they're irrational beliefs. They're designed to prevent you, angel number 177, from dispensing the word of God to the people that God is sending you to. Because the enemy don't want them to get it. You gotta know who you are. Because once you know, it's a game changer. I'm gonna forever be me. Now, the me that I am today won't be exactly the me that I'll be tomorrow or the next day, because I'm in a constant state of growth and evolution to become more like God. We should never just stay the same. We ought to always be evolving to become more God-like. And that's when you discover he peels back those layers and you think that you through evolving, and all of a sudden he reveals something else. And you're like, oh God, we got to go through this again. Yeah, you got to keep evolving. But because you belong to him, you have this assurance that he who began a good work in you is faithful and just to bring it to completion until the coming of Christ Jesus. God doesn't stop bringing it to completion. He doesn't stop. It's ongoing. So you all listen. Let me read this angel number to y'all. I've said a lot of them. I encourage you to go back and check them out, but I'm going to read angel number 177. Hold on. I love God. I love God, y'all. Angel number 177. It is a reminder that it is up to you to go after what you want in life. You may be feeling scared or like you are not good enough. The angels know that these are difficult feelings to overcome. However, they suggest that the best strategy is to take action. When you see this number, it is a time for action. The number tells us to stop waiting around. The only way we are going to get what we want in life is to make it happen for ourselves. We each make our own luck. And I don't believe in luck. I believe in favor. But you got to move to walk in it, okay? The angel number 177 will often show up when the reason we aren't acting is fear and doubt. Perhaps we fear failure or doubt that we truly have the ability to achieve something. It could even be that we don't really think we deserve the things that we want. The angel number 177 tells us that these are just symptoms of low self-esteem and that we need to work on loving ourselves. The angel number 177 also points to our intuition and its power to help guide us through life. It is also our intuition that will let us know whether seeing the number is a sign from the angels. Intuition, Holy Spirit. Okay. The same nudge that causes us to notice the number will prick our intuition and let us know that there is something special about this number. Y'all, it says that this number could be telling us, 1, to eliminate your fear of change. 2, don't hide from the people closest to you. Show up authentically. 3, start with small steps. Do something that you can do. 4, trust your intuition when making decisions. Look, God is trying to take us someplace. It's up to us to decide whether or not we're going to go. And the thing that I know about life is this, when I feel compelled to do something, I know there's a reason that I'm feeling compelled. When I step into a situation, I know that God will give me signs along the way of which direction to go. People say, check this out. People say, oh, some people may need 90 days to do an event. Some people may need 60 days. Some people may need 30 days. But God has given me the ability to do things in a very quick period of time. So we need 100 people in the room. 100. July 28th. 100 people. And I was asked the question, do you think you can get 100 people in the room? I said, oh, I know I can. No, it'll be 100 people in the room. It'll be 100 people in the room. We'll have 100. Yep. We'll have 100 people in the room. It's going to be set up for 100 people. We're going to plan for 100 people because there'll be at least 100 people in the room. See, when you walk like that, you require the entire universe to work to bring together things for you. The whole universe, The whole, everything in existence, everything that God created is working with you to bring that into existence. I see the room full. I hear the music playing. You know what I'm saying? I see, us walking up to the front. I see us welcoming the people. I see us in the VIP meet and greet. I see us in the meeting with pastors and leaders and nonprofit execs. I'm talking about how this company can support them and help them in fundraising efforts, and how to go from the vision to the reality, lessons learned from the CVO of this company. Like, I see it the same way I saw the CVO of this company coming to Panama City, a place where we are currently the only two visionary builders that are in the area that I'm aware of. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And I expected, when I said it, that he would come. I expected it, and he's coming. Do you understand the power of expectation, the power of visualization? When you put the vision before you and you look at it and you can see it and you can feel it and you can smell what the air smells like and you can feel the electricity in the room, you literally are requiring it to come into your life the same way we require other stuff to come into our life that we don't want. How is it? The little old us got the CVO of the company, the co-founder of the company, to come to Panama City. And at that time, it literally was just us. Because we believed that he would come. I had no question. I done pulled the scripture out. He said, well, yeah, if you get 100 people in the room, I'll come. I'll definitely come. I said, well, will you come for 50? Will you come for 25? Literally. He's okay, I see. I like that. I like that. Yes. I'm going to boldly ask. Y'all, we got to get our boldness and our tenacity back, right? Like, I have a lot of audacity. I know people are like, oh, the audacity of her to ask him to do that. Yup. I'm audacious. Yes, I am. I believe that things will happen for us because we say so. Even if it don't look like it's supposed to happen for us. And it what? And it does. So now, I'm telling y'all, because I want y'all to hear it out my mouth. Okay? I want y'all to hear it out my mouth. All right? Directly from me. All right? We about to do a takeover. A billionaire boss takeover. We're going to produce millionaires. And we're going to help people change their health. Listen, I'm not making any income claims, nor am I making any, oh my God, I'm not making any medical claims. Not making any medical claims and no income claims. But I am going to tell you this. I know what God showed me. I know what God showed me. We're going to be top earners in this company. We're going to be on the stage. We're going to be training and presenting. We're going to be seen and heard. And we're looking for some people to go on the journey with us. Now, listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. If this has pricked your heart, move on it. Listen, you ain't going to have nobody to blame but you. You're not going to be able to say, Dr. V didn't tell me. I believe in you. And I believe that our team, the Billionaire Bosses, it's designed to help ordinary people who may not have ever had any success in anything in network marketing or never have been in network marketing to have incredible success. That's what I'm looking for. Ordinary people. People that are ready to get it out the mud. People that's testimony is going to shake other people's lives because they're going to be like, oh my God, if they did it, I can do it too. And it's your time and it's your turn. But because you've forgotten who you are, you've believed the lies that the enemy has told you, the lies that people have told you, that it can't happen for you. I believe, and I believe enough for me and you. I believe, and I believe that once you get to a place where you can believe, then you can have it. Keep watching. You may be like, well, Dr. V, that's just not for me. I'm not the person that does that. Y'all, we promote stuff all the time. Listen, knowingly and unknowingly, consciously and subconsciously. The question is, are you going to take a chance on something that can improve your health and your wealth, right? My skin is undeniable. My glow is undeniable. The 8 pounds I've lost is undeniable. The shift in our relationship as a result of these products is undeniable. We can't deny that. We saw the before and we see the after. Listen, I'm telling you, but you don't have to just believe me. Buy a product and try it for yourself. Because I'm telling you this, listen, the testimonies that are coming, people's blood sugar levels being able to be regulated and dropped and become in normal ranges. Listen, this is stuff that's really happening. The inflammation in people's bodies going down. People experiencing greater clarity and focus. People being able to stay awake. People being able to get deep sleep, which is where healing occurs in your body. These testimonies these are people that don't have anything to gain from lying. They're literally seeing their life change. I'm really legit upset with myself that I forgot to take my dreaming because I didn't rest good. Someone said, I'm walking and being created as fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, yes, yes. Rob said, Dr. V, that man is a powerhouse. I'm in awe of you. Listen, but you don't just have to be in awe of me because we can do this together, okay? I want to take over Nashville. I don't know who's in Nashville, but I know, listen, that's part of my territory. I want to take over Nashville. I want to take over Tennessee. I want to help people to empower their runs. They're working out their journey. I want to help them to curb their appetite so that they don't have to feel so stressed out about counting calories, but literally their body is working with them using natural things to reduce their appetite. The name of the company is Envision You. Envision You. Yeah. Yes, my baby is alive, honey. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, if you're married and you want to improve your marriage, angel number 188, get you some Alive and y'all take the Alive together because y'all will be alive in the house, in the streets, in the car. Y'all gonna be alive. Listen, people gonna be like, well, what happened? They alive. They're alive. I'm telling y'all that, listen, I couldn't make it up. Let me look at angel number 188. Let me look at angel number 188. And love and happiness, I know you're watching on YouTube, but you literally, I have a video on there, and you can go to that video. I think it's got our information on it. Let me give you our information so you can see. You can email Billionaire Bosses 777@gmail.com. Oh, help me, Lord. gmail.com. Oh my goodness, I'm full. Hold on. Cut. Let me delete something. Okay. You can email billionairebosses777@gmail.com. I'll give you more information and we can go from there. As newlyweds, and more mature newlyweds at that, what I can tell you is, we are alive. And the fact of the matter is, and we don't want to talk about this stuff, but when you get older, for women, your sex drive may be lower. For men, blood flow may not go the way it used to go, as quickly as it used to go, nor may it stay as long as it used to last or stay, right? But these products really help your body to be reinvigorated, and it helps with your libido. It really does. Like, I'm telling you, like, firsthand. It works. It works, baby. I'm trying to tell you, it works. I be wanting to be mad at him. I can't even be mad at him. I be like, okay, I ain't mad. It works. Empty nest, newlywed. Got a whole house. We got a whole house. We got a whole house to work in. A whole house to work in. And we wasn't using the whole house before, but baby, the house is being used today, honey, because we alive out here. It may be TMI, but listen, I'm just trying to help somebody. I'm trying to help somebody, y'all, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I firmly believe in these products, and I firmly believe in this company and the values of the company. I just, that's what you said, but I couldn't. Listen, you got to understand that what God is doing in this season is not necessarily going to look like you think it's going to look, and it's not going to necessarily happen the way you think it's going to happen. What I notice is this. I notice that sometimes we limit our vision, especially when it comes to ministry, and when it comes to the house of God, right? We'll limit, the vision. But listen, we don't have to limit. We don't have to limit. Corey said the alive and thriving supple couple. Baby, Corey, you listen, I need you to write our whole introduction, and we're going to give it to people when they introduce us, and we're going to have them say, the alive and thriving supple couple, the Johnsons. Yes, honey, the whole house. The whole house. Yes, Summerlin. Yes, Summerlin said took my shot about the sword. I know that's right. You all listen. If you want to know more about what we're doing, you can reach out to me on social media. Yeah, if you got my number, call me. Listen, I know some of you may not have my number because I got a new number when I got a new name and a new man. But listen, you can always hit me up on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. Email us at billionairebosses777@gmail, and let's connect. Come on, Corey. Yes, honey, my admin team. Listen, Corey, and that's why I got to get you situated so that you can, because I do need your help. Yeah, I absolutely do. Look, I know this. I know that what's getting ready to happen is a massive explosion. I want you to be a part of that explosion. I want you to be able to take advantage of it. I want you to allow me to help you be positioned so that you can be a part of this winning team and what we're doing. I'll say this, and I'm not making an income claim, but we've added almost an extra $1,000 to our household in the last 30 days. So that's a blessing to us because, listen, a little extra money, it's extra money. But of course, always, what comes in is going to be subject to your work and what you do. It's about what you do. But I believe with everything in me that when people see results, like they move on that. And it means that you have to become a product of the product. And we're definitely a product of the product. We use all of our health and wellness products. We're getting ready to go into the digital education side. But right now we're in the health and wellness side. So that's our focus. My baby says side gig, not hustle. Yes, baby. Because we're not hustling. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not laboring hard in this. But God will give me people to reach out to. He'll orchestrate things for me. And it's getting systems and just operating in the systems and looking at it like that and not feeling so attached to people's responses. Listen, what I know is a no doesn't mean no. Not ever. A no may mean no, not now, or no, I can't see it yet, but I just believe there are people, when God shows me people that are a part of what I'm doing, whether it be a class or whether it be a business, like I know that person's supposed to be a part of it. I know that. right? Now, it may take them a little longer to know that, but I know that God will show them what he needs to show them in order for them to understand what this is, what he's doing. And so I just rest in that. I rest in it. I ain't got to force you. I ain't got to, always hound you. I don't have to do that, but I believe God and I stand on what God has shown me. Like when people get it is when they get it. But, I know, okay, I see it. I see it, God. I see it. And so I believe what he shows me. So yes, feel free to email me or us at billionairebosses777@gmail.com, and we'll get with you. When you email us, make sure you give us your name and your phone number so we can connect, so that we can get you the information that you need so that you can make a decision for your life and your health and your wealth. Listen, that's what this is all about. But you got to know who you are. Don't forget who you are. You're blessed and highly favored. When the Apostle Paul said, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers." Listen, he meant just that. And that's my prayer, my declaration for each of you. I wish above all things that each of you, put your name in there, would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Because what good is soul prosperity, but you're sick and you're broke? Listen, that's not what God has called us to. That's inconsistency, right? That's a conflict, God has called us to soul prosperity, emotional prosperity, financial prosperity, physical prosperity, mental prosperity. We are to prosper in every area of our lives. And that's the foundation of this company. That's what the mission and the vision is of this company. And that I can get behind 100%. It literally says to impact the lives of 1 billion people spiritually, emotionally, and physically. It's in the mission to build a company with leadership based in love, unity, integrity. It's in the mission. Spirit is in the mission. Love, unity, and integrity is in the mission. It's different. It's different here. Come on, let us welcome you home. Look, I love you guys. To life and life more abundant. If this word blessed you and you want to sow a seed, I'm going to drop it up here. If y'all missed the vision setting workshop, y'all missed a treat, because we were able to reset our focus and our vision. Baby, that thing right there, it hit different. It hit different than any vision that I've done. It hit different. Like, it hit different. And God has given me some insight that I shared. But you can sow a seed at Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Y'all, let's have an amazing, incredible day. I love you to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Mwah.